Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's PFC Teddy Bear, and I got a nice special one for you today. A little bit of a review. Played through this whole game. You can find it on the channel. I think it's 8 parts, 9 parts, something like that. So right here is going to be a little bit of bonus. Just me talking about the game, my thoughts, feelings, and pretty much everything that's wrapped around this game until I put it down for Season 1. Until Season 1 comes out for the most part. Um, like most people are aware, this game came out. A lot of controversy about it being live service. Fact that we were going to kill people that people love in regards to like the Justice League and whatnot and just everything there. Kind of ignored all that, pre-ordered the game, didn't pay for 3-day early access, none of that type of stuff, so I didn't get hit with any of the problems there. And I booted the game up Friday after I got it from GameStop and started playing and enjoying it. Overall, the story is for me, I enjoy the story. I think it's realistic as to the reasoning behind the abilities of these Justice or the Suicide Squad having the abilities to kill the Justice League. I do feel in some type of ways that they maybe rushed it a little bit. They could have definitely did a little bit more. Maybe had different members, but we'll see. In some of the shorts that I posted, I noticed that people had some theories and ideas, and I really do think that we didn't actually kill the Justice League. There's a lot during the dialogue of talking to Brainiac and the other members and stuff that sounds like they are clones or snapshots. So it's very possible that the Justice League is still on that ship right there, and we're going to end up having to get them, you know, at the end of one of the seasons. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But for the most part, I enjoyed the story thoroughly. Hands down, the best cutscene, best part of the entire game is when Diana has Barry wrapped up in the lasso of truth asking how to win. I absolutely love that part of the game. It that part of the game is almost worth the whole bit of money in my opinion, but that is what it is. Um, I do enjoy it. Now, with the game, there was definitely parts of it that were a little lackluster. Definitely the boss fights were not overly difficult, but definitely something that provided a little bit of challenge, but nothing that we haven't seen in other games before. But ultimately, made sense how we defeated each Flash or each Justice League member and was able to move forward. Let's see what they were. Okay. This is the end game content I'm readying up for. We'll kind of jump into that. So once you beat the game, some of these things open up to where we got to go kill some more Brainiacs and just gives the game replayability. However, the replayability probably is pretty low because if you play through the whole story mission, you've done everything the game has to offer, and unfortunately, the extra guns and perks and stuff don't really drive people, myself, to want to continue to play. Well, we'll check this out. Alright. This is the tutorial area, so you can see how much effort they put into having a bunch of different places that, you know, we could do stuff. A lot of the stuff is rinse and repeat. Mobs and bosses, they all look the exact same. That's kind of annoying, but you know, in this day and age, what do you expect out of games is, you know, I can have 100 different enemies, or I can fly through the air properly and not die. So, yeah, obviously, it is a pain in the butt to enjoy something thoroughly when it's super repetitive in a sense. But I've definitely why can't I? Now, I do have to say, in regards to the gunplay, gameplay, in regards to that type of stuff, I really enjoy this. I think the movement, all this stuff is really fun. Everything's pretty unique. I like my I like the different things that they have you, you know, the abilities you get to do. Shield harvesting, in regards to how you get life back. It's very unique, in my opinion. I don't recall any other game that had something like that. Um, the, uh, the fact that you get some, you know, Batman gear, Dr. Sylvanas' Speed Force Gauntlet. King Shark literally gets nothing. He's just a god. So that's a little annoying, but it is what it is. You can see these missions aren't terribly hard, especially if you know what you're doing. I'm gonna talk about her skills a little bit. So Harley's my favorite in regards to playing, and Boomerang has the best movement. So that's where it's a little bit of a pain, but all right, one incubator down. Sure, there'll be another one. I do think the gunplay and all that stuff plays very nice. I think all the different guns, weapons, melee, all that stuff feels real good. I have no issue with any of that type of stuff. It's a fun game if this is what you're looking for, but ultimately too, I do understand people's gripes with it, and they somewhat are justified. Does it deserve all the hate? Nope. And if you enjoyed the game, like I did, for what it was, there's nothing wrong with that. Because I'm going to keep playing games that I like, whether people say they're good or not, and draw my own conclusions. If the game doesn't look like fun, I won't buy and play it. It's our discounted Spider-Man moves there. Yep. What, Brainiac? And just like that, the mission's done.
Protect the incubator. Sacrifice yourselves for new co-loop.
Oh, really? And there goes Endgame. It's just more of the same exact missions.
Attention, I've lowered the Prometheum shield to open the exit portal. Good luck.
Okay, this is brand new.
To the end. Die here or at home. It makes little difference to me. Was that last round of fighters not enough, Task Force X? Have some more.
And we're out. It's like the floor here is lava. And that's what most endgame will consist of. I'm sure I'm going to get some rewards here. I wish this was less frequent. This is throughout the whole game. After every mission, it does this. It's kind of annoying. It's really, it really breaks immersion in regards to the game, and feels real off when you get this. My biggest problem here, and I'd like to talk about it, is that 90% of the gear you get is absolute trash and doesn't matter. You see the green arrows? If that number is bigger and you do more damage, you probably should be using it. The only exceptions are in regards to where I'm using the two-piece penguin set because it freezes and I do more damage and I freeze everything. So there is some reason, but for the most part, yeah, gear is kind of pointless. It feels like, at least through the story mission and playing through the game in that manner. Pretty much, if there's a green arrow that's pointing up for attack, you put that thing on. It's pretty much the rule of thumb I got. I'm sure it can be more in depth, but as a normal consumer of this game, that's how 90% of people are going to play. I really like
Is there
this
a way
though.
to tweak your brain, Miss Quinn?
I really enjoy the fact that they have like a combo system. Through not getting hit, you receive combos. Essentially, the way that I've spec'd Harley out is that the higher her combo gets, the harder her hammer will hit, and doing damage with SMGs and all that type of stuff eventually leads to me having, uh, high damage with her melee weapon. It feels real good to play Harley Quinn, and her stuff does a lot of damage. 30-point combo higher, 300% chance, 300% of the damage. That's pretty nice. Nope, I'm gonna go with this. This is because I use pistol, as you saw, and I think this is going to go well with the build.
Brainiac's armies continue to scratch at my broken former world in search of its last resources. I have a proposal for... We phased across a signal jammer. You know
So
how
there's
this
just
works,
more
246X.
missions,
Get to it.
more stuff to do.
All of this is my operation. We agreed. And those four are my assets. Waller out. Make your way to the signal jammer on Earth 2.
We're gonna go and check out the menus here. As you play the game, you do receive several contracts, and these things are pretty passive. I just select whatever and was getting whatever. I'm sure the XP, crafting materials, and all that stuff means something, but playing through the game normally, not really. I barely used anything. I barely crafted anything. I just used whatever was given to me. I will grab things like that. Stay frozen. Shield harvest grunts. Sure, I do all that stuff, so that's pretty easy. Playing the game, I didn't. I finally think I just got a trinket or a pin, is what it looked like. Yeah, four-leaf clover. Okay, so Bane, some Argus pictures, trinket, Harley's hammer. So there's things that you can unlock through the game. Again, weird. Headset turned off. Anyway, I played through the whole game, and as you see, I didn't get any of them except for some pins here. I got this pin for the Green Lantern stuff, and that was about it. Um, I didn't do nothing with leaderboards. I'm not offended by the store. I'm not gonna spend any money on this for the most part. They might be able to get money out of me at some point or another in regards to some of these things, in regards to the skins, but um, if the story missions and stuff and all that stuff is behind paywalls, I'll consider that. But for the most part, um, this being a game as a service, not a big deal.
You really
Um,
think you can sip...
when we look at this, so Endgame consists of reoccurring side missions where you go to the Nether, a different universe, and essentially pick up those. Ultimately, looking back at the game, I enjoyed it very much, and I'm going to kind of close it out here. I did some stuff, just kind of rough ideas, kind of just an opinion. I do plan to obviously play it here and there a little bit more, and especially like when the Joker's a playable character, I'll probably pop in and make a little quick video in regards to how he plays, and just trying to get my full money's worth out of this game. But beyond that, ultimately, I'm going to give the game like a 7 out of 10. It's enjoyable, a bit repetitive. The story really carried it in regards to that. Beyond that, the combat is pretty fluid and smooth. They definitely ironed out whatever issues that people were complaining about from the alphas and betas from people testing the game. And for the videos I've seen where you get caught on stuff and get knocked down, that seemed to not really be a problem. I think gunplay and all that stuff was great. I would have probably preferred mouse and keyboard, but I bought it on the PlayStation and got to enjoy it there. I'm way better at mouse and keyboard. Um, and then repetitive mobs, they all look the same. The big guys all look the same. All the tanks look the same. All the helicopters look the same. So they had essentially to design 10 different monsters and 5 bosses to fill out this whole game. Um, Ultimately, the city of Metropolis is extremely detailed. I was definitely immersed. The things that break me out of immersion is getting loot. I think all of that is overkill. There's so much extra windows and screens to be in. I could have lived without that in some fashion. There could have been a nicer way of delivering goods and items to somebody, or I should be able to say I don't want to see this picture or this window. Maybe there is. I don't know. I didn't go looking. It's not obvious. Um, Oh, I want to point this out too. I dislike this. The fact that characters are psyched up to come and do this, and you get, additional rewards and perks for using different characters. Like ultimately, I want to use Captain Boomerang, or Harley Quinn. I did not. Through the playthrough, you'll see that I used Deadshot once or twice, and King Shark a bit more. King Shark was a little bit nicer. I just enjoyed the other two characters more. I enjoy Harley Quinn way more. I'm a big Batman fan. I watch all the animated stuff. Anything that she's in is absolutely lovely. And then I'm a hardcore Flash enjoyer. So Captain Boomerang being a part of the Rogues Gallery there definitely was high on my list, and the fact that his movement was just superior to everyone. Um, Harley's felt very clunky at times, like a discounted Spider-Man, and then other times like King Shark could jump, and it's decent, but you're not moving as far, or it doesn't feel like you're moving as far as you possibly could with like Captain Boomerang. Deadshot does seem to be able to move pretty far. His jetpack runs out too quickly, in my opinion. But I probably could have gotten better with him if I would have played him more. But again, not discrediting the game. I think that they came up with a good idea of how to move stuff. Ultimately, yep, game is a 7 out of 10. And I hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough. I'm going to continue to try to do little wrap up videos at the end of it. Playthroughs just to give my thoughts and feelings on things. And obviously, if you enjoyed it, leave a comment. If you have anything constructive to add to the conversation, by all means. I did enjoy the game, ultimately. It just isn't the best game on the planet. And there's definitely has its flaws, but in regards to telling the story about how this ragtag team can kill the Justice League, I think it did a good job. And with that being said, enjoy it. Pretty sure the next playthrough is going to be the Tomb Raider remakes. If it's not those, it's going to be Demon Souls. And I plan to throw in some little bit of Ninja Turtles in there. I seem to be getting a lot of people that enjoyed that stuff. So keep your eyes peeled for those videos coming up. Goal is to post Monday through Friday. Uh, and if I miss a day, I'm sorry. I'm a human with a job. Enjoyed the commentary today. And remember, Bear done did it again. Catch you guys in the next one.